What's up everybody, my name is Kasper Nørgaard and today I would like to take another look at a Pocketlight. This time is the PL8-R from Colbor. Back in December 2021, I was lucky enough to win this Pocketlight in an Instagram giveaway, and therefore this video is not sponsored in any way and my review is based on my own opinion. Up until now, June 22, 2022, I have used this light for pictures and as background, RGB colors, and for different videos, just like some of the following results and the light painting that I just did. And I'm very pleased with this light, and that's also why I wanted to make this video to talk about that. We have another Pocketlight here. If you like watching reviews of camera gear, please hit the subscribe button to be a part of this community. Let's start by unboxing the light, and inside the light, inside the case, we have a small manual, very small. We have some stickers that indicates the color temperature, the hue temperature. The diffuser can be put on top of the light to diffuse the light even more. It's a rubber silicone diffuser. Also, we have a USB-C charging cable, a ball head, and two spacers. And here we have the light itself. So when looking at the light itself, we have on the front, we have a frosted plastic part that protects the LEDs and also diffuses the light a little bit more. If we go on to the back side of the light, we have a small LCD screen. We have these two that can flip out like that. And this is actually for mounting your iPhone or your smartphone to it, so you can use the light together with your smartphone. That's a really clever way. On the top we have a cold shoe mount. We have the power button. If we rotate it, we have a dimmer dial and an FN wheel. Also we have a small button here, or a small switch to the Bluetooth. On the bottom we have the USB-C input, a 1/4 inch thread. On the other side we also have a 1/4 inch thread. So that was the introduction to the light. So let's talk about some of the features and functions of this light. It's an 8 watt LED RGB pocket light coming with a weight of only 182 grams. The light has an internal battery and it should last up to 90 minutes on a 100% full brightness. The color temperature goes from 2500 Kelvin to 8500 Kelvin with a CRI value of 95. The body is made of a light and lightweight but hard plastic, and the integrated phone clamp we have right here is made out of some kind of a metal. The LEDs are protected by this frosted plastic cover, as I was mentioning, and the back of the light contains magnets, so it's really easy to mount it on any metallized surface. And with the Colbor Studio application, you're able to control the Pocketlight completely with your smartphone, which I will show you later in this video. First, let's check the magnet. Just like that. So let's start by checking out how to operate this light. And I hope you can see the screen over here. It starts in the bicolored CCT mode, going from the 2500, actually it's 2700 Kelvin, up to 9000 Kelvin with the use of this FN wheel, or not dial, I would call it. The intensity of the light can be changed by a dimming wheel we have here on the side. And I think it's really good that you have the wheel over here, because it's very easy and very fast to change the intensity of the light, where it takes a little bit longer with the FN switch or flip we have right here. But it also means that it's not as easy to switch the intensity or switch the Kelvin by an accident. Pushing the power button once will switch it over to the HSI mode, also the RGB mode, as most is familiar with. Again, you can change the intensity with the dimming wheel, and with the FN button you can change the temperature of the hue. And it's actually pretty fast to change, so I don't think there is much waiting time, and it's 1 increments at the time. So anyway, that's really good. You can also push in the FN button once to switch over to the saturation, where you can turn it down. Don't use the saturation and flip it all the way down if you want day color or something, daylight balance colors. Switch over to the CCT mode. That will be much cleaner and much better colors. Pressing the button once again, you will enter the effects mode. So right now we have the fire mode. You have, I believe it's 9 different effects. The fire mode, we have the, okay, you have to push it in to switch over. I don't know what this is, some kind of a snow thing. We have the TV, light bulb, flash, lightning, a party thing, another party thing, police, and the fire. And each one of them you can change by, if you press down, up or down on the FN button, you can change it in 3 settings. I believe in the application you can change even more. But again, the dial to operate it. As mentioned, the Pocketlight works with the Colbor Studio application, but the manual does not explain how to connect anything together, so I had to reach out to Colbor and they sent me a short connection video, or a short video on how to connect it afterwards. So let's try to connect it together because it's not explained anywhere. Make sure that your smartphone is switched on to Bluetooth before entering the application. Open up the Colbor Studio application. The first thing you enter here is the demo scene. I don't think you're able to delete this one, but hit the plus sign up here to create a scene. Jump into the scene, and now you should turn on your Colbor light. Now it's lit up and nothing is really happening. You could hit the plus sign over here to connect to a device, and if nothing happens, the fastest way to connect to this light is over here on the side on the light. You have a Bluetooth switch. Switch that off and switch it on again. Now something appeared, a device appeared, so click that. So that was it. Now it's connected, and by switching on and off, that Bluetooth button really helps, and I now know why this button is there, because I was a little bit unsure. But down here you can change the intensity of the light. You can go into the PL right here, and you can change the CCT again, intensity. You can change the CCT, color temperature. Down here at the bottom you have gel, so you can go into that and choose different gels you have down here. Another tab in the bottom here, you have the color, and what I really like is that you have the degrees of the hue right here, and you have a display of the color right here. So I think that's a really cool feature that allows you pretty easy to see what the color is without looking at the light actually. Also in the bottom you have these sliders right here. That's the mode you're in right now. You can click the wheel over here and you can use the known color wheel as we know from Premiere and so on to color grade. Yeah, so let's go into the effects at the last end here. We have to push start when choosing an effect. Right now it's at flash. You have the rate. Over here you can change it all the way up to 9, I believe, 5. So you have a little bit more control inside the application that you don't have on the light itself. Again, the intensity. We have the party mode. We have a warning. pulsing. So that's how to operate the light, and it's pretty easy when it's connected the first time, but to connect it the first time can be really hard if you don't know. So this Bluetooth button is really great because it connects right away. I forgot to mention that we also get a small pouch for the Colbor light. Great. At last, I just want to point out some of the cons, and when using the Pocketlights, I get a really high pitch sound from the electronics in here, so don't keep it too close to your microphone. Let me just bump it all the way up and you can hear. Don't have it too close to your microphone. Another thing is the included ball head, which might be the smallest ball head I have ever seen, but that's not the issue. It's also the worst and the cheapest quality I have ever seen, and it does not match up with the rest of the product quality that Colbor delivers, because I think that's really good. I will never be using this ball head because it will definitely break, and even before using it, it's completely locked right now. You can see that the head is moving around, so throw this out as the first, and Colbor, invest a little bit more money in your ball head if you want to include one in this kit. The first time I used the Colbor Studio application, I had a really hard time to connect and figure out how to connect this light to the application. There is nothing explained in the manual, and it's no information on the internet anywhere. Put something in the manual so we can connect and get your tips on how it's working. But thank you for watching my review of the PL8-R Pocket Light from Colbor. Please hit the subscribe button, like button, and I will see you in the future.